son, what an absolute chunk. 50 pounder, B1, what a moment, and what a moment to just to be here to see this. Wow, 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 what a chunk. Woo! Get in there, son, go on. What is going on, guys? It's Ben from the Parker Brothers, and welcome back to another fishing video. You join me today down the infamous Brasenose 1 up in Oxfordshire at Linear Fisheries. But wow, what a place, and a bit of a trip down memory lane, to be honest, because I'm in the same peg I fished in the British Championships back in 2009. So yeah, quite funny really, but no fish yet. Not my traditional intro, but it's been an absolute mad day, guys, to be honest. I'm absolutely exhausted, and I've seen a 49.5 on the bank. Just 49.5, biggest fish in the lake. I managed to get some footage, and what I will do is, guys, I'll put that up later on in the video. But what I will say is, before we start this video, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button, guys, so you don't miss any videos going forward, and hopefully I can bring you an absolute banging video and get some serious fish on the bank. We're here for a few days, so fingers crossed. But that's the update for now, guys. I'll probably keep the loop before bed, but if not, I'll see you tomorrow morning, because this one is a social. So fingers crossed, and come on the carp, and come on the OG fish. So 9 o'clock now, and time for bed, I think. Been up since about 3:30 this morning. The drive down, sitting on the gate, and then obviously waiting for the swim this afternoon. We just have not stopped, so I'm looking forward to getting my head down, and hopefully it won't be long and I'll be awoken by a fish. So I will keep you posted, but fingers crossed. So there it is, first one for me. What do you say it was in the NT? 23 pound on the nose?
Yep. 23
pound on the nose, proper fat thing. And the first one on the lad social. This one fell to OG Fish Pop-Ups. Thank you very much, Mr. Fat Comment. Let's get you back.
So it's 8:30, first morning. Quite tired, to be honest. I think I've been watching for the last couple of hours. I'm gonna get some sleep again in a second. I just need to recharge, so I'm on it today. But loads, the lake's absolutely rammed. People turning up, people go, people turn up here. But that's how it is now up Linear. It's just crazy how the place has evolved in the last 10 years. It's just amazing, really. So, but yeah, I'm gonna watch it for a little bit longer, I think, and then get some shut eye for maybe a couple of hours and just recharge, just so I'm fresh for today. So it's 9 o'clock, I've got itchy feet, I couldn't sleep. I'm going to try in a second, but I've just redone all 3 rods. I moved my left hand rod, which is where I had the fish. But I have seen a fish crash in front of this is my marker here. And I've seen fish just show, so it'd be a no-brainer not to put 3 rods in there really, and I've just topped up with a bit of bait, so fingers crossed. Now, just gone 12 o'clock, and it's been an absolute mad morning, to be honest with you. T's leg's been killing him, he's in agony, he's left in his bivvy at the moment, he's not in a good way. And I had a phone call from Ian, because obviously Ian was coming down for the social. And he said, mate, I broke down again. So to drive up the road, grab him, transfer all the gear out of his car, which has now been left out of garage, which is just up the road, to then drive him back, to then drop him just up the lake. Oh, nightmare. But we're back now. Rods are back out on the dance floor. I'm just about to enjoy the rest of the day, to be honest with you. It's looking very quiet out there at the moment, and from what T said to me next door, he said nothing's really been out over the duration of the last few hours. So I wanted to just keep in the loop of what I'm doing and how I'm getting on. I'm getting on alright, but the lads on the other hand, not so good. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. T's swim. He's had a little one and he's just come over and said, I've got an upper 20 in the net, so let's have a look. Upper 20? That might go £30, son. That's a chunk. Happy days. Get in there, T. Look at this. Just helping T sort out and had to run back to my rods. I'm in, baby. Let's go. Mine's a baby, but nice looking one. It's got some like cluster scales up the back there. I don't know, mid-double. I'm going to let it straight back because that's nowhere near as big as T's. Get in there. Absolute carnage in this swim at the moment. God, I need to clean all this up. 3 rods back out. I got wiped out on that rod. When that went, it took out all 3 rods. Got it, but we're back in the game. Let's go over and see T's fish. Well, the jammy bugger's only went and done it, and he's caught a PB. And look at this. Go on, T. Go on, T. So what was it? 33.15. He was playing it for a while. Mate, absolutely buzzing for you. What a fish.
Proper chuff, mate, proper. Well worth buzzing.
Get it in there, mate. Smashed it. Get in there. It's taking a while to do your beat your PB, innit?
Yeah, it's been a long stint, mate.
Rod's back out on the dance floor, ready to catch a few more. You just topped up with a few spombs as well, haven't you? A good few spombs. Come on, the guppies. The kid's an animal. He's an animal. You in? Oh no. Gutting. Gutting. So I don't know if the camera's picking it up, guys, but T's been fishing little bags of OG fruit and nut. What's it, about 3 or 4 baits, something like that?
Yeah, 3 baits in there, buddy.
Just crumbed up, put on the hook, pinged out on the spot where he's clipped up on the money and where he's been putting bait out on the day alongside fishing this. Happy days. That's a bite, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
So it's just gone 3 o'clock. My rod's out. Well, you can see him through there. Time to get some sleep, I think. Absolutely knackered. Lights out for me.
I ain't going to need a hand with this.
Yeah, well, I don't. PB, too? Yeah, why not? 3 hours.
Wow, I can't quite believe this, to be honest with you. A bit of a moment with the lads behind the camera, but I've got a fish just under £40. I mean, it's a smidgen under £40. Hopefully he lets me get her up. Look at this. Look at this. My God, what a tank, mate. What a tank. Oh. Foul to the OG fruit and nut. OG fruit and nut pop up. A tiny little bag of pellets with it as well. But width of the thing. Would you look at that, guys? Thank you very much, Mr. Carp. And thank you very much, OG Fruit and Nut, baby. Come on, the Parker baits. Yes. Well, it'd be rude not to get in the water with this one. There she is. And I think a fish I've seen before because of the two scales on the top of it. I'm going to have to do my research now, but get in there. Just under £40. Thank you very much.
Anyway.
What a tank. Wow, what a morning, what a morning. So I just had that fish just before light. Oh man, just what a moment. And to come here and catch that fish, I'm pretty sure I've seen Mr. Maker with that fish before, because I recognise the two scales out the back of it. But I'm going to have to do my research, and if you have seen the fish, guys, give us a comment down below. But yeah, again, I'm lost for words, if I'm honest. I'm just gonna chill out now and just digest what's just happened, and yeah, hopefully bag a few more. And it's early doors still. We've still got a few nights ahead of us. How many nights? Three nights ahead of us. Wow, I'm absolutely knackered from last night because I was up most of the night, to be fair, playing about, spotting, etc. So yeah, that's the update for now, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hey, that'd be rude not to this morning. Cook up, and the mist is just starting to clear. Yeah. So this is what I've been having them on. Obviously this is an OG fish pop-up with the crust around it, and then obviously you got the OG fruit and nut. The fruit and nut is what I had the big one on. It's a slightly redder colour, but 7-inch stiff boom, little kicker there cut down to obviously make sure it kicks out and it hits the bottom. 30-pound leader there, which with a little bit of putty on the end. A Fang X hook, size 4, with a little micro ring swivel there, but obviously a little bait stop. Just like I say, it's a generic setup, but doing the do. Oh, and breakfast was lovely. I thought I'd just keep in the loop really. It's now sort of just gone for 4:30 now. So in the day we've been sort of just chilling out, and there's been nothing coming out in the day other side of the lake, anywhere in our sort of where we can see. Nothing, we haven't seen anything. Been really busy today, cars come up and down at the back of us all day, people popping in, now when you're leaving. Obviously to get into the swims, that's how busy it is up here, but very expected. If you want to get, one thing I will say is, guys, if you are coming down here to get yourself a good chance for a good swim, is there's over 10 here, I think you can book on there or call them up and book if there's over 10 of you are booking on. But if it's under that, you've got to just turn up and do it like everybody else. But if you get on the gate from open, they open the gate and you've got a better chance. You can go around, as long as you're asking everybody, that's all you can do, and that's what we've done. And sometimes you've got to wait, but that's life, that's fishing, and that's how it is now down here. So but yeah, in the day it's very, very quiet. No fish from what we've seen been coming out, so we've been sort of using that opportunity to get a bit of sleep, to be honest with you, because obviously throughout in the evening we've been putting night shifts in.
So it's just one of them really. And tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to top up with a bit of bait, and I'm going to keep repeating the process of what I have been doing. So what I've been doing is fishing big beds of OG fruited nut and OG fish, combining the two, mixing them up, and fishing that over a big, sort of, I say a big area, probably just over the size of a bivvy. And I've got 3 rods on top of that, bang bang bang. And that's how I've been fishing magic dust over the top, and also the new liquid it will be coming to the Parker Baits website very, very soon, guys, as well. And if you're new around here, you haven't seen me before, my name's Ben, and basically what I do is I upload videos every week. I capture what I do. I go fishing every single week. I normally get 48 hours in and upload a video to our Parker Brothers YouTube channel. I also own a bait company called Parker Baits, and it's something that I've left a job of 12 years actually to start this business up, and it's not something that was sort of half-hearted, if you like. It's something that I've had a big passion and love for over a very, very long duration of time. You know, over 20 years I've been sort of playing about with bait, and over that duration of time you gain a lot of knowledge, and it's just something about it, and that is the reason why I left my job. So there's a bit of an insight about me, guys, if you haven't seen me before, and make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Obviously a couple of good ones for myself and T this morning. We've got 3 more nights ahead of us. Yes, 3 more nights ahead of us, so I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait, to be honest. What a start. If anything, we said, you know, 30 each would be absolutely banging, and we've done that in the first 48 hours. And not only that, I've had a fish just under 40 pound, which is a real shame it's just done there, but I'm not complaining whatsoever, because it's just under 40 pound. Like, so yeah, I'm going to repeat the process tonight, guys. I'm going to keep in the loop. It's going to be a bit bitty, this video, because I'm being very wary of my batteries, because I've only got sort of 4 batteries, so I've got to be very, very careful with all the footage I'm getting, so I don't overdo it, so I can do a full video and not cut myself short. So that's me out for now, and I will see you guys in a little bit. So just before I cast, what I'm doing is I'm dipping the whole rig in lake water so it's moist, and then adding the magic dust to it, dipping it directly into the pot, the magic dust pot, and all the food particles then stick around it. And I'm going to now leave this for sort of 10-15 minutes, and then what that does is it sets into the bait. Then what I do is a little secret, but yeah, this here, and what I do is I've been adding on tiny little bags. That's just bloodworm pellet in there, tiny, and that's it. Obviously in my mix as well, but just nicking that on the hook, a little bit of foam. OG fish bottom pop up there, and like I said, that nicked on, job done, and that's what's been doing the do. Let's get that rod in, and I think the plan of action is I'm going to just leave it for at least an hour now. Leave it for an hour. I'm going to socialise, go down and have a chat with Wally, because he's fishing just up, and also you've got Ian down from that, so I'm just going to rest this swim an hour, top up a little bit of bait before I leave, and then just rest it, come back, put the rods out, and hopefully money. There we go. T's spomming over there, he's getting ready for this evening. Not a good little tip as well when you're up placing. I think most people, it's like funny, last night we all sat there last night, just after dinner, everybody starts spomming. So if you can get your rods and everything set up prior to that, and the fish move in, I think when everybody starts spomming and pulls them off their spot, although here sometimes I think it's just a food bow to them, they just come to it regardless. But when everybody starts doing that, it just breaks a pattern, then something different, and you're already set up when all that mayhem happens just after dinner time. Dinner tonight, rice, turkey and naan breads. Happy days.
Working.
Well, that's dinner done. I'll be down, everybody's starting to spom. These guys are, there's people over here spomming, there's people down here spomming, and there's also people in the corner spomming. And T had a fish show over his spot probably about 15 minutes ago, and I've seen fish very close to my spot as well showing, and more so off the back of it as well, probably by about 10 wraps off the back of the spot. But that means they're in the zone, and hopefully with that wind trickling down this end, the fish start pulling into this bank. like they have done the last 2 nights, and hopefully we can have a repeat. Crikey Moses, that was a fish over there. Massive ruck. That's on the bar, I think. But yeah, hopefully we can have a repeat of the last couple of nights. We know exactly what we're doing now. We're both locked in, ready for the night shift. Let's have it. You in? No? Oh, got him, mate. First bit of action. So I probably thought it was worth showing you our swim. So this is where you first come in here at Brasenose, with the first 2 swims. So teasing this swim, and the swim to the left. These are actually the disabled swim, but if there's nothing up on the posts saying that the swims are booked, you're allowed to fish these swims, because we check with the bailiff. So that's T's little bit down there, and that's my bit down there. I brought the mansion with me this time. The big tent, I don't normally bring that, but we're starting to see fish show out there. And as I've said that, there's fish showing right over the back where I mentioned before. It's looking absolutely mega. Look at that. Beautiful. What a place to be. And 3 nights left to go as well. Wow. It's madness. Me and Tia sat back now, and there's fish showing over my spot. And I mean, they've come in a lot earlier than they have done the last couple of nights, but this is good. It's a real good sign. There's boshing all around this area. There's a show there in front of us then. Come on, come on. I do not reckon it's going to be long. Come on, rods. Which one's going to go? Well, 10:30 has happened pretty quickly. That's a good, probably a 20-pounder. In the front there you can just about see the little pink OG fish pop up there, sticking out. Get in there, fish number 5. Thank you very much. Well, there it is. 20-pound on the nose, fish number 5. Bit of a meatball this one, but thank you very much. Let's get you back. Rod's back on the dance floor. I'm ready for some more action. It's just gone 12:30, and I've just had that one. Probably just go 20-pound, I would say. And that was my hand rod, and that was the one I put out earlier. Fish number 6. Get in there. Come up to 5 o'clock in the morning. Left hand rod's battled into action. Fish just over 26 pound. Look at that. Nice one, that. A few nice little cluster scales over this side of the back of it as well, which I'll quickly turn over the other side and give you. I'll show you that in a second. It would be rude not to get some video of this one and just let it go. Good 20 as well. Thank you very much. That fell to the OG fish pop up. The little pellets in the little mesh bags, like I said to you earlier. That seems to be doing the do. I'll show you the other side. Look at this.
This is definitely the better side, to be fair. I should have showed you this first. Get the bits off his tail. It's alright, mate. I'll just show you. There you go, look at that. Again, hopefully the camera's picking it up. Again, poor quality again, guys, but you get a good gauge. There. I thought I had. Let's get this one back. Rod's already back out. Happy days, £26. Thank you. Well, I just got the nod, and apparently Ian's had 2 fish, so it's going to be interesting. Let's see what he's got.
On those 7?
I think, yeah. Whee, he's done it.
Finally.
Go on, mate, it's a good one as well. I'm just going to sort it out and then we'll get it up. Show you what it looks like.
Yeah.
So there it is, first B1 carp for Ian. On the OG fish? OG
fish on the bottom, 18mm.
Go on, mate, well happy for you. Absolutely buzzing for you. Go on. That's cool, mate, no drama. Can you get that rod back out? Well, this place just gets better and better. Ian's then caught, so the second fish was 27.8. 27.8.
And this is, no, 27.10, and this one's 27.8.
Oh, mate, what an average for fish. You know, fish like that, it's a tank. Crazy. So there it is, fish number 2 for Ian. Just over £27. Another brute. Go on, mate, smashed it. Cool, that sun beaming through here today. Look at that, absolutely lovely. But I say it and I say it again, the stamp of average carp in it is just nuts. You know, if you want to come in, you've never caught a 20-pounder or anything like that. I remember as a kid I always wanted to catch a 20-pounder, so if you're in the market and that's what you want to do, or even a 30, this is the place to come, definitely, 100%. Well, 10:30. I just had a bit of a sleep, which was quite nice, and then T come down, he's started singing to me, so I've jumped. I'm going to get up now, and we're going to have sausage and bacon bap, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm absolutely starving. But yeah, crazy night in the end. It was 3 fish, 26, a low 20, and probably one about 15-pounder, and obviously Ian had the 2. So happy for you, mate. It's been a long time. Every time he seems to go, he seems to blank. Just being very unlucky. Had a real unlucky stint, and he's managed to conquer that this session. So happy days for you, mate. Buzzing for you. Wally last night, nothing. T last night, nothing. T last night, no. It's just crazy. Like, they were all over T. Sort of, T's obviously to the right of me. So he's just before the bay where the fish, obviously where the wind's going. Nothing. I was up most of the night, like I just said, and you can probably tell by the look of me, but I mean, opposite, I didn't really see anybody rods go off last night, like much activity. I think early I did, so around, when was that? So that would have been around 11 o'clock last night, but after that, I didn't see nothing or hear nothing. Normally you hear all the commotion, don't you, when you get up? You see the light come on and you see him, and you see the, yeah, so on and so on. But no, I didn't see any of that last night. Down this end, a couple of blokes walked round really early this morning. I think they got to the gate and they said they spoke to a couple of people at the other end of Brasenose, and apparently 2 good ones come out. So they are coming out. Wind's still trickling down this end of the lake, so it's looking good. We've got 2 more nights ahead of us now. So I've got tonight and tomorrow night. And yeah, so 48 hours it is to hopefully bag another couple more. I wouldn't say it's fishing the best it's fishing, but it's not fishing bad. I mean, 7 fish in 3 nights ain't too bad, but for Brasenose standards, you know, that could, you could put a 2 in front of that. You could have 27 fish in that time if it's really fishing its nuts off up here. But yeah, happy nevertheless to have the big fish, but I'm gonna sit back now. And well, not sit back, get up and cook up the old sausage and bacon Well, so I'll see you guys in a bit, and I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. So I've started making another mix up tonight. So this is our chop from Parker Baits. It comes like this in bags of kilos, and obviously what you buy, the more you buy, the cheaper it is. And basically the reason why we do this is because when people are out on the bank, they don't have to sit there and fanny ass about doing what you need to do. It's there, it's done, you take it out of the bag, put it in your mix, off you go. So that's the first bit. Next up, sweet corn, Tesco's finest. This is definitely a creamier tasting sweet corn. Me and T have been using it for a while now, and a definite must in my mix when I'm up Linear. So that's next up. So next up is the liquid food sauce, which is in trial stages at the moment, but this is the fish one for the OG fish, and this is the nut one. And obviously, as you know, I'm fishing both over. That's enough. I normally put that in before I put the boil in, so it really pulls into the corn. That's next up. So that they will be coming in 500ml bottles. As you can see, I've used 2 already up here, and that's in a very short period of time. It's an absolute game changer, but again, that's enough said on them. And then moving on to this, which is obviously my OG fish boilies. So in there I've got some 18mm dumbbells, some 40mm baits, and finally some big 18mm in there as well. So that's how I've been fishing. And on top of that, there's a load of magic dust that I've put on prior to this, alongside the sauce. So put the sauce on first. Again, you can just do this with lake water, and then what that does is the magic dust sticks to it. And the magic dust has got 30+ different food particles in there, so when it hits the water, it goes up from all the different levels of the water column to pull the fish down to the bait or whatever you're fishing. So that's that. I'm going to put them in there now. So I've just literally tipped the whole bucket in there, so that's probably about 5-6 key of the mix there. So I'm going to now mix all this up, and I'll show you what it looks like. So that there is the final mix. So you've got the chops there coming through, you've got all the boilies, very, very, very heavily boily this bait. I mean there's more boiling in there, I would say, than there is anything else. But then that's been what I've been doing. I have been fishing a lot of fruit and nut, but to be honest with you, I'm running low on the fruit and nut, so I've just put the chops in. I've got 1 bag of fruit and nut in the car, which I'm going to use tomorrow and add them with the mix. But I've been sort of 50-50 it up until now. It's very heavily OG fish in there now, but again, nevertheless, a very, 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 very good bait. So I'm going to let that fester in there and let all that magic dust pull into all the sweet corn, etc. And hopefully, when I put that out this afternoon, the fish pull down this evening, and then I get a big hit again. When I say big hit, it'd be nice to get sort of like 7-8 fish, not a couple. Wind still trickling down this end, absolutely lovely. 2 o'clock now, and what I've done is that mix that I made earlier, what I didn't tell you is I put it in lake water, and I've been soaking it until I get it to that sort of, I don't know, vindaloo curry sort of consistency there. But there it is. I'm going to probably give him half a bucket on the spot really early, prior to anybody else doing it, and hopefully I'm preset, ready for everything, and I can sort of repeat last night, but hopefully get a few more fish would be lovely. So there it is, a lovely afternoon. The sun is just over there. 4 o'clock now, absolutely dead out there, but yet the other side over here I've seen him catch about 5 or 6 fish in the space of 2 hours, something like that. So it just goes to show when they're on you, but he has not had nothing the last 24 hours. The fish turned up just over here, because I've seen them, me and T were watching them, and as we said, they turned up over there, and then ever since then his rods have been non-stop. But it's 4 o'clock now, rig's tied for tonight, I'm all prepped, and I've also been playing about with some hook baits as well. So in there I've got some 18mm OG fruit and nut bottom baits with armour mesh on the top of them,
because I have been having a bit of a problem with the crays in here. If anybody didn't know, who hasn't fished up here before, there is crays in B1, and they can become a bit of a nightmare, and I'm bringing in half pop-ups and stuff. So this here, with the armour mesh on, I do find that when you put it in a liquid or a glug or whatever, your chosen glug, with the mesh on, it pulls into the bait a little bit nicer, so it protects the bait, but then you're still getting the kick from it, because it sort of pulls into the mesh and just wafts a lot lovely at the bottom. So that's what I'm going to fish tonight, them with probably a tiny little yellow topper on top of them boilies as well, and then again 3 on the spot, so you can see the bush there where I'm fishing. Boom 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 on there, 15 wraps. I put all that bait out earlier, as I showed you, but I think that's what I'm going to do tonight, or have been doing over the duration of the last couple of nights. 2 nights left to go. Let's have it. So that is what I'm going to be fishing tonight. Almost like so there's the mesh around that bait. You can see the little wrap marks around there with a tiny little pinky red there topper. So it kind of sits like so on the bottom. So I'm going to put a little bag to that, dip that in the magic dust now. There we go, all magic dusted up. Leave that to set for a little while now, and then I'll flicker out of a little bag on. Happy days. Something like that. I'm going to fish that on all 3 rods. Let's get that out. And they're out, well happy with them. That one took me about 5 casts, that left hand rod, I'm not going to lie, but it's got to be right. Let's have it. Tip of my thumb. Same spot, same money, bed of OG fruited nut, and just as I cast that left hand rod, a fish showed about a rod length off to the right. So it was this sort of time yesterday they started showing, so fingers crossed. Chicken and rice tonight for dinner again. Well, that's it, trap set, and I'm ready for tonight. I really am. I'm looking forward to it. The wind's still hacking down this end. I'm glad I put the bait out earlier. 3 rods went out. Like I said, the left hand rod took me a few more takes, but you're better off bringing it back in, putting a new bag on, taking the time and getting it right, because we're just wasting time in my eyes personally. But I mean, yeah, happy they're out. One thing I wanted to say is, guys, before I get into the evening as well, is Parker Baits at the moment, if you haven't already, make sure you go over and like our Instagram page at Parker Baits. Reason for that is all the time we're at the moment, we've given away, I think there's twice, there's been 2 occasions, and you may just get the tail end of it now. Yeah, you may get the tail end of it now. We are actually giving away 10 kilo bait absolutely free, and all you've got to do is just go over to our Instagram. I think it's tag 3 friends and click that follow button. So if you're not already doing that, guys, make sure you go over and like our Parker Baits Instagram. I'd greatly appreciate it, and it helps me and my brother grow our brand and our YouTube as a general. And what I will say is, guys, as well, if you're not following myself, which is Ben Parker Perfectionist on Instagram, that's always a good laugh. Definitely go over. I'm always getting up to this and that on there, so that's always worth a watch and worth a follow. So I'm going to stop waffling, guys, but look at that. That's my view for this evening. Look at that. I've got the not so carpy chair, and then T's more carpier chair, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. So fingers crossed, let's have a good night, and hopefully we can catch some more bangers. Mid-flow. We got a stripper. Yeah, that was pretty intense. So what rod was that? Middle rod, mate?
Yeah, middle rod, dude.
On your spot?
Yeah, man.
Feel good in?
Yeah, it really does.
Go on, boy. Waders on. I'm going to get in the water now. I'm not going to be able to get any footage, but I want to net this one because we think it's a good one, so I'm going to get in the water.
Not as big as we thought. There's teas.
Melted me at
The grand scheme of things, mate, that's not as big as what we've been having, is it?
No, it's funny.
Well done, mate. You go to me, get in your waders, Ben, get in your waders. We got a massive one. Oh, yeah. Cheers, teammate. Cheers for that. Right, I'm going to get all this cack off my arms now and sort myself out and chill out again. First one for this evening. Thank you very much. Well, it's just gone 9 o'clock and T's, every single one of T's rods is just went. Every alarm. And there's obviously a trailer because as he's went across and he's redoing every single rod now. I've then had a beep on my rod. Every single one of them's went. Beep beep beep, they've all pulled up to the top. All pulled up. So I've sat there, oh God. And they pulled up, one of them, and that bit beeped and that beeped a couple of times. So I'm thinking, oh God, hopefully it's just pulled over. And then about a few minutes later they just dropped back again. So I'm hoping I don't really want to redo them, and that's not because I'm being lazy, but it's because they're all on the money. So hopefully that spot it hasn't pulled the rigs as such on the bottom, and it doesn't affect the way I'm fishing. But I'm going to leave it as that now. I'm going to get some sleep and fingers crossed they go and wake me out of a lovely 30-pounder. Well, hey, that's the first one to go. They're dejected, lovely. Just waddled in, big fat thing. Hello, Mr. Common, if you like to focus camera. And there it is, a big fat common. Right, let's get this one up and get some video, see what she looks like. Happy days. Get in there. Right guys, there's the first one for me of the night. Just over 30 pounds, it's just gone 1 o'clock. OG fruit and nut bottom bait with a little yellow topper as you saw earlier. So I've actually done my other rod, so what I've done is now I've put both rods out on that. But £30 common, mate, this is just ridiculous. This is our third 30 of the trip, is it?
Yeah.
Buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Thank you very much, Mr. Common. Sweet. Get in there. Second 30 of the trip. Thank you very much. It's going to go straight into my lines. But hey, well happy with that. Well happy with that. So rod's back out on the dance floor. Went out lovely. I thought my middle rod went over to my left slightly much. When I went back and tightened her up, I'm actually bob on. So I'm quite happy with it. All rods back on the dance floor. Boom, boom, boom. Topped up with 5 spoms. The same mix I was putting out earlier because I left X amount in the bucket left. So hopefully they keep coming now. I just need to keep coming. That stamp of fish. Thank you very much, Mr. Common. Like I said, well happy, well happy. Right, let's keep them coming. I'll see you in a bit. And that there
is the problem. Me and T's head, we had a little bit of bait we threw down, well, just chucked it down there earlier. You look straight up and there's like 4 or 5 of them. There's another one just there. So we've just come down to Aaron's good friend, Aaron, and he's managed a PB of, was it 33 in the end?
33.
33, so fair play to you, mate. Absolutely smashed it. Let's get her up and have a look. Check this out. Well, hey, and there it is. What an absolute football. Smashed it, mate. Well done. Good man.
Cheers, dude.
There it is. That's what done the damage. OG fish, bottom bait with a little pink topper. You got one then, Wally?
Ripping all night. His ass.
Cheers, mate. That's going in the video. Thanks for that. He wasn't referring to me, he was referring to himself.
First thing different woke up this morning.
Mate, it's all them big carp in the night, I couldn't help myself.
Too overexcited.
Too overexcited, Wally, eh?
Shall I get my waders and get it? I better get my waders.
Definitely. And this peg is where the big one came out that first day we were here. And again, later on, guys, probably later on today, I'm gonna sort of put the footage up of that. So let's see this one first.
I've got to get him in.
Hey, well, you kept that quiet, mate, didn't you?
Yeah, just a little bit. I thought we'd go let Aaron deal with his PB first.
So 20, what was it?
25.5.
Just over 25. And the other side, I would say, is even nicer than this. So let's get the other side up, guys, and show you that. There you go. There's the other side, guys. Wally's done it again. Yeah, kept that very quiet, mate. I'm impressed.
Cheers, buddy.
Smashed it. Go on. Wow, what a crazy morning. Had to reel the rods in then to go up, but definitely a moment worth catching with the guys. You know, Aaron there with his PB, and Wally there with an absolute banger. So fair play. Absolutely smashed it. Back to mine rods now, getting back out, back on the money, and hopefully I can bag one. But we're just getting past that point now where I can't even buy a bite in the day, so we shall see. But I'll keep you posted nevertheless. I'll see you in a bit. So 25 to 9, just had a coffee to be fair, which was nice. And I've got my kettle back. So Wally, when you're watching this, mate, thanks very much. A year, and then goes over there, he's making himself a brew, and I'm thinking, that's my bloody kettle. So cheers for that, Wally. Got my kettle back, I go every week, and now I can make myself a coffee again. Cheers, mate. But yeah, after that common last night, it was very, very, very slow, to be honest. It was like, I stayed up for about another hour and they were coming over the spot. Maybe definitely doing something wrong because they didn't go. I was getting liners as well. Maybe they were feeding higher up in the water level, but I'm fishing quite tight lines, so I think off the spot, to any movement, I'm getting sort of like quite aggressive liners. So yeah, it didn't quite pan out how I expected last night. I thought I was going to have a few more fish, to be brutally honest with you, especially seeing them like that and being that active. You just think this is it, it's going to happen. But no, it didn't. T had nothing last night. Obviously then you had Aaron, which is right down the end, which is the footage you saw this morning. And then you've got Ian up from that, he had nothing. And then Wally had the Linear, 23 pound I think it was, which is the next swim up from this. Which is where the big one came out as well. So yeah, happy days. Aaron's going to go to the shop in a minute, aren't you, mate, and get some get some sausage and bacon. I think we're going to get some baps in and enjoy the morning. Lovely jubbly. Well, we just had a roll and sausages. Now we're going for round 2. Very nice. I had them Richmond ones the day before. I don't know if any of you guys have had them, but full of fat, and then your whole pan's fizzing. These ones from Sainsbury's, banging. Let's have it. Mate, he's only went and done it again. Old Aaron down here, he's caught another one. How big was this one?
26.
26. Go on, mate. Smashed it. Let's get her up and have a look. Look at that one. Lovely. Lovely. Bit of fluff on it. Look at that. So there it is, just over £26. Some nice little scales up the back there and on the front. Definitely one that you would, if you caught it, you would know it was that fish. Look at that. Lovely. Yeah, well done, mate. Smashed it.
Cheers, dude.
No more of them running around.
No, we don't. Right, wow, the bailiff's just come round. And these were the bits that I was saying to you about. They've just stapled it on and they've just said to us it is shut on Monday. Which I think is brilliant, really, to be fair, because they sort of keep you in the loop, tell you, you know, well ahead of the game. Happy days. So thank God we're leaving sort of tomorrow, so we're not going to get bashed out the swim. But look at that. That look mega, absolutely mega. We're just chilling, me, tea. Aaron's asleep. Look at him, the state of him.
I'm good.
But yeah, what a lovely view. So last night at the social, pizza there, hot and spicy, chips. Oh, it's going off, mate. Lovely, jubbly. Rod's out on the dance floor, redone. Went out again on the money. Very happy with them. And now to sit back, watch the fish move in for this evening, because I'm sure that's what they're going to do over the duration of the last few days. That's exactly what they've been doing. But I'm going to sit back now, enjoy my pizza, and have a beer. Lovely jubbly. Thank you very much. That was food absolutely demolished. Pizza, chips. Gone, mate. Excuse me. It's going to be a bit of a shame, to be honest. I'm a bit upsetting leaving for the last night. Or we're going to be leaving tomorrow, but it's like been here a few nights now. This will be the 5th night tonight, so we've been here a while, and I don't normally get sessions in like this, but it's been an absolute brilliant session with the lads, and I'm looking forward to going into this last night, and hopefully we can just bag something. It'll be lovely to just go away now, just a couple more fish about being greedy before we go tomorrow around midday-ish, I think the plan of action is. But like I said earlier, I'm going to sit back for one more night, take in the evening, enjoy watching the fish and watch them show, and hopefully, like I said, bag a couple. That'd be lovely. I'm going to sit back now and enjoy this lovely evening. Wow, it's an early one for me after that food. I'm absolutely stuffed this evening, to be brutally honest with you. I'm just going to tuck in now because I've got a busy day tomorrow, so get up in the morning. I've still probably got to about midday to try and pull some fish out, and I've got to go back and I've got to start the edit for this video. But it's been a real great trip so far, a real great trip, and a good social with the lads. But it would be lovely, just lovely to bag a couple more tonight. But I'm going to tuck up in my sleeping bag now on a full stomach and get some sleep. I'll see you in a bit. So it's just gone up at 12, just gone. Definitely a 20 in there, but it's a low 20, so I'm just going to let that one go. It's a mirror T sound though, so get this rod back out. Right, let's let this fish go first. Wow, that's that back out. Just out for a little bit, I think, watch it, and then go back to bed.
but they're definitely crashing out there because I can hear them. Come on. Just sat there and then T-Rod absolutely melts off. How you getting on? Go on, mate. That's putting in, isn't it? Let's get this one in. Happy days, one in, son. And he's still going. I think he's trying to do him on the margin. It's just took about 25 yards off him. Just slowed it down a little bit. You're getting some back on it now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Come on, T. Look at this. Look at the width of the thing. That's me, sorry mate. Look at the width of the thing. Teammate, that's a good fish. That's a good fish, mate. It come up down there and we're going, oh, I don't know they're that big. And then its head come up. And we saw how thick it was. It's in there, mate. Go on. That's a breeze block, mate. Absolute breeze block. Oh, you got a crane there and all. Hold that. Wow, mate. Wow. PB. Definitely a PB this time. We got a bit miffed at the beginning, didn't we? It wasn't quite a PB, but this one's definitely a PB. So 36.8.
Yeah, 36.8.
Mate, so happy for you. Let's get a little bit closer up here for you. Small little head on it, massive body, big thick thing, and what a fight, mate.
What a scrap, mate. What a scrap it was, mate.
Unbelievable. It just kept going, didn't it? Just kept going and kept going and kept going. But hopefully there, guys.
What a result. What a result.
That is a result, mate. You absolutely smashed it. T, fair play to you. Let's get this one back. A new PB, and I'm not going to throw a bucket of water over you. You're lucky. I didn't quite catch the release, but fair play, mate. Absolutely smashed it. What a fish. What a moment. Happy days. Rod's just gone out. Me and T was sat there, and I've just got a double take. Absolutely crazy. So I've just put that one in the sling quickly. I'm going to get her out. But while I was dealing with that, the rod ripped off, and I've got one in the net there, and that's a good 20 as well, or a low 20. So let's get them both out and show you. It definitely come later than it normally did, sort of early hours. What's the time now, lads? 7 o'clock? Half 7, something like that. And obviously before it's been coming sort of between 2, sort of come today 5:30ish, so very crazy. Get in there, let's get them out. Happy days, come on the fruit and nut. So here's the first one out of the 2 for me, £29 on the nose, and this one was on an 18mm OG fruit and nut, bottom bait with a little yellow topper, a little bit of corn over the mix that I showed you yesterday.
an absolute tank. And a fish nearly £30 again. Lovely jubbly, thank you very much. Hey. Wow, this second one's given me a shower this morning. £27. Is it 27 on the nose?
Yep, 27 on those, mate.
27 on the nose. Bit of a John Merrick mouth on this one. But again, the same method as before. And I'm absolutely buzzing. What a morning. Thank you very much. That's just crazy. Hopefully there's a few more to come. Rod's back out on the spot, free, bang, 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 absolutely lovely. So we shall see. We've got to about midday today. So there's a couple more hours to nick one, so we shall see. Oh, the depressing stage, the pack down. Oh, gutting, mate, absolutely gutting. But probably I'm going to give it another hour, I think. Start packing all my stuff away to the car, like you put rods in and then go, head straight home. Before I go, I'll definitely keep in the loop, and hopefully I've brought you a good video, guys. But what I want to do is just touch on something like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, was a fish that we saw, £49, 49.5 it was. And what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to put it up on the screen now, a little bit of music, and it's the video of what I captured. It was a situation where we turned up early, we're on the gates for open, and then what happened is, we were in the car park, someone come down, because I think someone else, there was 5 blokes that watched the videos, watched the YouTube videos, and they made a comment to the mateys, and then the gentleman come down, he said, look, can you get some pictures and video? And so I come up, got some video, and this is what I saw. Crazy. 50 with a sling. Right, wow, we've just rocked up at Linear, been setting up everything and that, me, T, Wally here for a social. And you wouldn't believe it, someone's got a 50 on the bank, so I'm going to go over and try and get some footage for you. So bear with me and let's see what we can get. Cool. I'm shaking forward. Let's have Oh my god, what a tank, mate. Jesus.
There you go.
Wow. Fucking hell.
Well, called bailiff mode.
Wow. Fair play. So what did it weigh then?
55, 6 with the sling.
With the sling. What's the sling?
Like
3, 4 pounds?
4 pounds. Call it 5, man. 6, I'm happy.
Fair play, mate. Fair play, don't care. £50. What an absolute chunk. Right. Getting wet. Hey! Go on, son. What an absolute chunk. £50 B1. What a moment, and what a moment to just to be here to see this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a chunk. Woo! Get in there, son. Go on. Wow, what a fish. It was just a pleasure to see that thing on the bank. The Beast of Brasenose, apparently it's called now. It's all come to light on the Linear page and stuff. So what a fish. It was an absolute tank, and it looked so strong and clean on the mat as well. It's just what a fish, what a fish. So then guys, like I said, I'm going to keep you in the loop before I leave. What a week it's been. I know I keep saying that, but it has. It's been a crazy week. So in the end, Aaron, the gentleman that went yesterday, he had 2. Wally's had 3. T's had 4. I've had 11. Ian's had 2. It's just, yeah, just a crazy session. I think there's been over 5 or 6 30s we've had on the bank. You know, where can you go in the country and do that? So I'm going to leave it at that, guys, and I'm going to check out before I leave. I'll see you in a bit. It's been emotional, guys. That's me all packed up. I've got to drop Wally back in a second. What a great trip, a great trip. It's been really good, and some serious fish on the bank, guys. What I will say is, before I go, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button, guys, so you don't miss any videos going forward, and hopefully I've brung you an absolute banger. You'll see me Sunday 7:30 next week. And like I said, if you haven't already, guys, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.